Want to cast the thousands?
Yeah. He paid you all quite a compliment. He said you were a cast of thousands.
That is nice.
I was referred to cumulative IQ.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There we go. Yours on the department.
Well, good morning to all of you. This beats being out at Aldi's this morning where it rained on our parade at just the wrong time. But thank you for being here today. This will be short, but we wanted to be sure to follow up on an initiative that we had informed you about some time ago. Back in May it was, and that's when we announced that we were applying for a federal grant to add 2 police officers to the force. The intent was to give the police department more resources to focus in one particular area, and that is gang-related crime. And today I'm pleased to announce that the request from the federal government has been granted. The grant is coming from the Office of Community-Oriented Policing Services, also known as COPS. This office is part of the United States Justice Department, and Lincoln will receive an estimated $250,000 in federal funds over the 3-year grant period. The grant does require a 25% local match. I want to congratulate the Lincoln Police Department on the successful application and thank all of those involved for their hard work in the grant process. As many of you will remember, the overall crime rate in the city is down this year. In February, we announced that reported crime in Lincoln fell by 7.8% in calendar year 2013 when compared to calendar year 2012. Our crime rate is now the lowest it's been since 1970, and that's quite a compliment to our police force. But that overall rate, as we indicated earlier, does not tell the complete story. We want to be extremely cautious in one area. Over the last 2 years, we've seen an increase in gang membership and in the intensity of gang-related crimes, including 3 gang-related murders last year. We have learned from the experience of other communities that we must be proactive in this area. Prevention and early intervention are crucial to stopping gang recruiting and violence, and this grant will help us keep our crime rate low and the gangs under control and our families safe. Public Safety Director Tom Cassidy and Police Chief Jim Pashan are here with more details. The Tom and Jim Show.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to thank you for allowing us to apply for this grant. We think that we'll be able to make good use of 2 additional officers. I do want to caution everyone, however, that it takes a good long time to spin up 2 new police officers. To recruit, select, train, get those officers through their field training process is a lengthy task. And in fact, it requires about a year and a half to do that. Training alone is about 1 year for a new police officer when you consider both the academy and the field training portion of that. Nonetheless, it's a really good thing for us to be able to receive this grant. These were very competitive. Lots of cities were trying to get these resources, and I think we're very fortunate that we were selected. And I think the reason we were selected in part is because we had a good strategy. We have a plan on how we're going to use these officers and how we're going to try to impact gang-related crime in the city and violent crime in particular. And although crime is at its lowest point since 1970 in Lincoln, that doesn't apply to all crime. That number is driven primarily by property crimes, which have declined really dramatically. But we continue to be concerned about robberies. We continue to be concerned about homicides. This year we've had a little bit of a spike in homicides. And we continue to be quite concerned about the increasing number of reported rapes in the city. So we're not without our problems and issues, and being able to get out in front of gang-related crime here in Lincoln and make sure that we don't develop some of the problems that impact other cities in the United States is a really good thing. And Chief Pashan will explain how we intend to do that. Jim?
Good morning. The Lincoln Police Department is very appreciative of the Office of Community-Oriented Policing Services for awarding us this grant to hire 2 additional police officers. The officers will be uniformed police officers who are going to be assigned to a uniformed police team, and they're going to work in concert with our gang investigators and our school resource officers. The emergence of gang activity can destroy the quality of life in a neighborhood, and in many cities, gang infestation can cause certain neighborhoods to deteriorate in both physically and socially. When gang activity is evident in a neighborhood, residents become fearful and begin to alter their lifestyle as a result of this. We believe that protecting safety and integrity of our neighborhoods is essential to gang encroachment. These 2 officers will be boots on the ground, working in our neighborhoods. They will play an active role in creating and maintaining a sense of community in our neighborhoods. They will be working with churches, schools, businesses, volunteer associations, families, and our youth. The focus will be working toward prevention and early intervention in gang activity, which is very crucial to stopping gang recruiting and violence. We believe it's important for us to respond swiftly and firmly to gang-related crime. This grant funding will assist us in moving in this direction. These 2 officers will come on board in our next scheduled recruit class, which will begin in January of 2015. Thank you.
Questions of anyone?
For a question for you, Chief, I know that you had wanted 4 police officers, and this is 2 addition to the 2 that are in the city budget, correct? So is that enough? I know you want to keep 1 per 1,000. Is this enough?
This is headed in the right direction.
I'm sorry, could you call it?
Sorry.
Okay.
This is headed in the right direction. The budget is a 2-year budget, and we added 1 to our authorized strength in this budget year and 1 next year. And then we'll have these 2 gang officers that will be coming on board as well. So it's heading us in the right direction, and we're very appreciative to be doing that.
In keeping with the addition, Lincoln has a low number of police officers compared to citizens, is that right, when you compare with comparable cities?
Yes, we do. We're about 1.2 officers per 1,000.
So how are you able to do that and still have crime rate getting down to such a good low level?
One of the reasons why I think we're real effective in the way that we police, and one of the main reasons why I think we are is because we leverage technology. We put a lot of money and resources. We've been successful in applying for grants over the years that has really moved us in a very good direction of leveraging technology. So we put a lot of information at the hands of our officers out on the street to where they can make very good decisions.
I'll give another example of that if I can. Gene, technology alone doesn't really do much of anything, but it's technology in tandem with the really good police work that's enabled by that technology. And really good examples of that are right behind me here. The captains of our 5 teams and our narcotics unit and criminal investigations are able to use their resources more productively because they're on top of what current trends and patterns are. Captain Mike Woolman, Captain Marty Farringer, Captain Anthony Butler are here from the Northwest team, the Southeast team, and the Southwest team. And they are able to do a great job of getting on top of problem properties because they know where we're having repeat problems at the same address. John Carlson in the back of the room is an important part of that as well, Stronger, Safer Neighborhoods. So because we know where our emerging problems are quickly, we're able to deploy resources and implement strategies rapidly that ameliorate those problems. And there's no doubt in my mind that it's our increasing ability to do that, to use our resources strategically, that is at play in keeping Lincoln's crime rate low.
Obviously, getting the best technology in the hands of really good people is an important part of what it's all about, and that's what we're talking about with the public safety issue. That's in the forefront of public discussion right now. It's important that we move forward with the newest technologies. All right, anything else?
I have a couple of questions. Am I doing the math right? 62,500 over 3 years for the city's portion of that match?
Well, the breakdown in the numbers exactly, it would be 25% of 250,000 divided by 3 for the yearly match.
And what happens after that 3-year period to those two positions? Do those get folded into the budget, or do those go away? Or is there a plan at this point for that?
In all probability, they'll get folded into the budget.
Can we have everybody introduce themselves?
Sure. Captain Butler.
I'm Captain Anthony Butler from the Northwest Team.
Assistant Chief Brian Jackson.
Captain Chris Peterson, Narcotics Unit.
Captain Joy Sitta with the Management Services Unit.
Captain Michelle Morrow with the Duty Command.
Captain Mike Woolman, Southwest Team.
Captain Martin Farringer, Southeast Team.
Jonathan Edwards, Drone Car.
Nice.
All right, you good to go?
That's good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all of you for coming down, taking time out for this. I know it's not your favorite activity.
Yeah, really.
You've been involved in it.